Shout out to US Arc and all US Arc members. If you don't know what US Arc is, don't be ashamed. Just go ahead and click the third link in the description below. See what US Arc is all about, okay? You never know when legislations are going to hit your backyard, so that's why it's very important to consider becoming a US Arc member today. These numbers really do matter, and they look at it for consideration when it comes to battling legislation. So first and foremost, thank you, Phil Goss. Thank you to anybody out there who partners up and volunteers with US Arc organization. Thank you for anyone out there who's a US Arc member. And if you can't become a US Arc member today, please talk about it on your platforms. Let your neighbors know, let all your pet stores know what US Arc is here for, and it's here to fight for our animal rights. Thank you to every US Arc member and US Arc supporter out there.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, guys. Charity week. We had a rough one with this fire at Finn's collection. Something that affected all of us, and that's why we're here today. It's gonna be the main thing, guys. I don't even know really what to say. I've been speechless for the last 2 weeks since I found out. Vin's always been a lot to me, and I'm really hoping we could do a little something to help him out tonight. But MJ, bud, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. I mean, thank you for letting me be a guest on your podcast. Finally.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Anytime. I know a guy.
No, listen, it's an honor to be here, but also the circumstances sucks, obviously. Like you said, you think of people who've been in this for so long, and you think of the nightmares, the fucking disasters that could happen, and you never think it would happen to someone like Vin Russo, like a guy who wrote a book on like how to do good in this hobby, how to breed boas, you know what I mean? But here we go, dude. Like, here we go. What a humbling moment and situation for anyone to really take note of, because Vin lost everything, man. Like, goddamn near everything. 5% of it, which is whatever 5% left is what he has left. You know what I mean? Basically. So I hope anyone out there, if you're watching this, me and Dave try to do our best to put it on a good day. So share this if you don't mind, guys. We want to get as many people in here as possible. So if you can, please share this episode. Share it anywhere you can. We do plan on having some guests coming on to say some words about Vin. We have Kenny right now, who is Vin Russo's right-hand man and actually is affected by the fire as well. He had animals with Vin inside that facility. So going to hear from Kenny and hear from some others. And so if you don't mind, guys, while we have these guests coming in and saying some good words, please share this. And after we have the guest on, we're going to get rolling with some awesome items to auction off that Dave and I got together, and some cool raffles. So you guys you're in for a good time, even though the circumstances is sad. We are going to make the best of this.
No, 100%, man. Yeah, like I said, I can't say it enough. Vin's always really meant a lot to me. I obsessed over him before I knew him. When I became friends with him, couldn't appreciate the friendship anymore. And yeah, it's been a fucked up couple weeks. Like that. I'm happy we got to do this. I'm really hoping we get something positive out of this. But yeah, man, still just heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, let's hear from Kenny. Kenny's in the background. I don't want to take up too much of his time, and I just want to check in with him. So what's up, Kenny?
Hey, how are you guys doing? What up,
Good,
Dave?
man. Good, man. How are you, bro?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Everything's going, so can't complain.
You and I spoke not too long ago, earlier today, and I guess a numbing feeling you're feeling at the moment, right? You don't really know what to feel, right, Kenny? Because it's just so much.
Yeah, when you have such a large collection that you spend that much time with, and you've seen how Vin is with it for years, and to see the result of what happens after a fire to something like that, it's pretty heartbreaking, and you don't really know how to feel about it. But you do what you got to do. So
how is the what is happening currently right now? As far as even like with your own collection. From what I understand, and not everything from what you had was in Vin's building. You also had stuff at home. So can you tell us about your stuff?
Yeah, so I had most of the stuff I've produced the past few years just because my collection got too large to house in my own house, and Vin was being generous and letting me keep stuff there. So most of I'd say all the stuff I produced probably in the past 2 to 3 years I had there, except for maybe a few exceptions. So that stuff I lost, and then just talking to Vin, he's kind of doing everything he needs to get started again. He's working on a new facility that was get or
You there? Oh, what happened to his volume? Can you hear me, Dave? Or no?
I can hear you just fine. Yeah, he stopped at the same time as me.
Kenny, your volume was. Huh, that's weird. Hey, exit out and come back in, Kenny.
Gotcha.
Wait, now it's working. Are you there? No, man. Listen, that's kind of like the painful thing about all this. Obviously it's Vin's collection, but this kid Kenny, well, I don't want to call him a kid. He's not a kid anymore. He's been working with Vin for years now. What's up, Kenny? You there?
Yeah, I backed out just to be safe
All
in
right,
case there was something with that.
Go ahead and go back a few sentences if you don't mind, because you were muted for a few minutes, or not few seconds. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so everything I produced probably in the past 3 years, maybe two, was there except for one or two exceptions. Just because my collection got too large to keep entirely at my house. So Vin was being generous and letting me keep some animals there. So I lost those animals, but I mean it's nothing in comparison to what Vin lost and the amount of years that he put in.
Yeah.
Talking to him, he's doing everything he needs to get the ball rolling again. He was in the process of having a new facility being built, so that should be done. That'll get done soon, and then he'll start to proceed and get some animals in there and kind of start fresh and do it. Collect everything we can, odds and ends.
You're pretty close to Vin, and from what you are understanding, like his attitude's pretty up and up right now. Like he's getting shit done. Like he's not moping around. He's being a G about it.
Yeah, it's his livelihood and his passion, so he's determined not to quit on it. And I would definitely say I'm shocked at how strong he's held up in the process of everything. But he's doing everything he needs to start again.
Yeah, man. And again, like me and Dave were just talking, like, how many years have you been working with Vin now? Like you met him when you were 12 years old, from what I understand.
Yeah, I met Vin when I was about 10 years old at a reptile show as a chubby little kid with glasses walking around looking for chondros in display cases. And Vin had a few of them at a show that was local to us, so I started asking him whatever questions I could. Because at the time, the only info he really had was random stuff you'd find on Google, the little amount that was existing on Facebook, and just odds and ends. So I would kind of pester him with questions. And then when I got about 15, 16, he gave me the chance to start helping out there and learning. So he would pick me up from driver's ed. And I had no idea how to get there because it was so secretive. You can't know the route to the facility. So it was like I had no idea where it was for a long time.
Right.
And I started then, and I've kind of always kept touch. And then some years back, Vin convinced me to just take it really serious and not as a hobby anymore. So I ended up really kind of diving full in on it.
Yeah, man. And Vin's not close to a lot of people. Like, there's something to think about Vin, like super old school, and the relationship you have with him is so unique, man. Like you're definitely you have a one of a kind relationship with Vin. And that's why it's kind of surreal that you guys went through this together, because you guys are a team. You guys are fucking solid. You guys Vin all Tinleys together. You got his back more than anything. He has your back. This might have been different if you weren't there for him, dude. You know what I mean? So I want to say, like, as much as this is difficult for you to go through as well, man, like, good on you for being there with Vin and fucking holding it down for him and just, being strong there with him, because you seem like I don't know what you're doing behind the scenes, dude, but speaking to you, Kenny, it seems like you're fucking holding it down as well, and you're not letting the situation get the best of you, and you're keeping your head high, dude.
Yeah, Vin's like family to me. He's like a second father to me. He's helped me with everything I needed, giving me advice. I mean, hell, even with this stuff going on, he'll call me and ask me how are you doing. I'm like,
Yeah,
why are you asking me how I'm doing? I should be calling you and asking how you're doing. And
yeah,
just how he is. I can't say enough good things about him.
yeah.
He's
Well,
one of the most genuine people I could say I know in this hobby, and
yeah.
fortunate enough to know.
Go ahead, Dave. What were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna agree with everything Kenny's saying. Ben's just always been a standout guy. I've always been happy that he's given me the time of day to, for anything, whether it's advice or just to sit down and have a dinner together. And like he said, kudos to you for being there. I'm sure as strong as he's acting, it's still good to have you around.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's not. It's kind of one of those things you can only do so much, but whatever he needs, I'll definitely take care of it.
um, Kenny, I was gonna ask, is there anything advice wise you want to give to people out there, just based off your experience? Like, I know there's a lot of like unfortunate events that are out of people's hands, but what have you learned from this that you can maybe pass down to that next person, in case like this is a potential thing for them?
I mean, just make sure. I mean, when we have collections, you kind of imagine it's impossible that it will happen. And working with Vin, that was the last person that I would have pictured something like this to happen with. He's so meticulous about how everything's set up and just being set up properly that you wouldn't imagine it would be possible.
Yeah,
Um, just have as many precautions as you can, alarms. I mean, everything that you can possibly do. I know most people keep their collections in their homes, so you're really limited with to what extent you can go. But I would just say go take as many precautions as you physically can with your collection because it's random and it can happen. It's like a coin flip. You don't know if it's going to land on you or not.
yeah. And Dave, what do you have to say to that? You've been in the game for years, man, and I'm sure this doesn't help, like with the peace of mind that this happened to Vin.
Um, well, honestly, I've had failures. I've talked about them recently. I made my own racks in my 20s. They overheated. They melted the tubs. Could have killed everything and myself. Didn't realize it was happening until it was too late. I've always tried to pay attention. Of course, you hear about this happening, and not like this is the first or the last fire the hobby will happen or will have.
Yeah,
But to be honest, like the day after I found out, I went to the building. I started rolling my racks around. I mean, I started paying attention to details that usually I'm pretty on top of, but I was even more on top of the week afterwards. And I mean, like you said, we have all these conversations in the hobby together. There's all these rule of thumbs, all these like, understandings, but like I don't remember the last conversation I had where there's an understanding of how long in between changing out heat tape or how long in between maybe buying new thermostats. Like, we talk about that kind of stuff when we absolutely have to when things go wrong, but like, those aren't exactly everyday conversations in the hobby at the moment.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, speaking of that, like, how are you now going to look at like heat taping that stuff, Kenny? Like, are you
Man,
avoiding that shit now, or like, how are you looking at all that?
the weirdest part, it wasn't even a result of heat tape. We all assumed it was either a thermostat or heat tape that just turned on and didn't shut off. It was turned out to be a cord that was coming actually from the building and it just shorted or grounded, something along those lines. I mean, just make sure everything is up to date. Like, don't have old crap.
Yeah,
Don't get cheap with that stuff because it's like if you cut out on something like that and God forbid something happens, you don't know what'll happen and it could wipe out everything. So it's not worth risking. Like just even everything as far as extension cords, power sources, everything. Just make sure it's up to date and it's not old cruddy stuff that's kind of aged over time or whatever it may be. Just make sure everything along those lines is up to date. Like you don't gotta buy the best racks or this and that, but make sure all of your equipment that pertains to that and electrical stuff is safe though, because that can cost you dearly.
yeah. I think the biggest thing not to go cheap on is the cords, like you said. Like there are some rinky dink cords out there, or there
Yeah.
could be a time where you're like searching for. Dude, there've been so many times where I just need one more cord, and I'm looking for all, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? And then I see one, and it looks fucked up, and I'm like, fuck it, I found it. Dude, no, don't do that. Just go buy a new one. Go buy a fresh one, because one of those cords actually fucking blew like 3 of my herp snaps once. I had them all plugged into one of these cords, and it was so much that it just like it fucking singed them all. And then shout out to Dion. Dion actually took all those back, and he replaced all the fuses and basically saved me thousands of dollars. So thank you so much, Dion, for doing that for me. But the cords, man, like you can learn a lot of lessons by not fucking paying attention to the type of material that you're using first and foremost, but like the quality of it. Like don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I started when I was really young, so my initial setups were not the best. So, and I could say like stuff does happen when you set them up improperly.
Yeah.
You'll but you never expect it to go to that extent, full bore, wipe all out.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kenny, or do you have anything you want to say to Kenny, Dave, before we let him go? Any final words or?
No, like I said, I haven't reached out to you since it happened. You know, I'm glad you're doing okay, or as well as you can be with all this, and I look forward to seeing you next time we're together.
Definitely, man. I always enjoy talking to you, man.
Okay.
Oh, go, Dave. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, be safe, and I'll reach out to you after this. I promise.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
And for anyone out there who wants to reach out to you, Kenny, just go ahead and let them know, like, best way to, just either follow you, or if they want to send you or whatever, just they want to reach out to you for whatever reason, go ahead and let them know where to hit you up.
Yeah, probably the best place to message me or whatever it may be would be on Instagram at my page, Island Morelia. I'm always on there at least a few times a day, so I'm always checking some stuff. I've just gotten caught up with everything going on, so they're definitely looking more into everything though now.
And I'm definitely looking forward to sending you a trap production green tree python.
Yeah, you're gonna see how that thing's gonna grow. I'm gonna send you a picture of it a year old. You're gonna think it's massive. I'm gonna do my special on it.
I can't fucking wait.
Man, right. I appreciate everything, guys, and thank you for everyone watching. Yeah, best of luck with everything. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, Kenny. Take care, buddy. Peace.
See you, brother.
Such a mature guy, man, for that age. I'd be losing my mind, just dealing with that type of shit. Sucks.
No, for sure. And sometimes these things happen to unorganized collections, like we were saying, and these guys have know what they want to work with. They had exactly what they wanted to work with. They built it exactly how they wanted to see it. And like I said, man, I don't even know what to say about these things anymore. Like it's never a good thing when this happens in the hobby.
Yeah. All right. Well, one thing I forgot to tell you guys while we're listening to these guests, drop a super chat, because any super chat, it could be $1 to however much you want to donate, because all super chats are going to Vin. Okay. But by putting a super chat down, you're going to get your name written down and put into a hat to win some items that we're raffling off. Okay. And they're going to be some sick ass items. So let's start getting those super chats in. Again, it could be any amount, $1 to whatever the fuck, dude. But let's go. Let's get some super chats going. We have the next guest who's going to jump in right now. He's acting like he's never done a podcast before because I can't see his goddamn face. D Mac, Big Mac, can you just come from your goddamn cell phone, buddy? Look at him. I told him, I was like, texting him. I'm like, I was like, Dennis, I cannot see your face. Come from your phone, please. So,
how many people do we have in the live right now?
Oh, look, here he comes.
Is that him?
Yeah, we had about 60. He dropped to like 52 because Dennis. No offense.
Oh, Danny.
Dennis, I'm telling you, buddy, just come from your cell phone. It's way better. He 100%. He's doing it in his reptile room where he gets really bad service, and that's what's happening. But oh, look, here he comes down. Let me drop him from here, kick him, and here he is, Dennis McNamara. What's up, Dennis?
Not a lot. I figured Marshall wasn't on the show, so somebody had to have some technical difficulties.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. It'd be better if I could make everything. I could make some technology work around here, but it's all good.
We got you on, man. You're obviously pretty close to Vin. You've known him for years. You've been in the hobby for years. So I wanted to bring you on the show, see if you had any words you wanted to say in relation to what's happening to Vin, but also Vin, period, as a person and who he is to the hobby,
I mean, I think what happened to Vin is probably every keeper's nightmare. I mean, I know we had a local friend that had a fire years ago that made me worry about all this stuff for a long time. And so I don't know what happened to, I mean, and what he's done to get to where he was at and what he lost. I mean, it's not replaceable, but hopefully there's enough of us out there that have things from him that we can give some things back and kind of help him create that thing again. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what to say, but I know when I talked to him a couple days afterwards, I was just like, I don't really know what to say to you, but like, this sucks, I mean, and
yeah.
So, I mean, really, that's all. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, it's just, I couldn't even imagine, especially for me, like you, my stuff is in my house.
Yeah.
My kids are in this house. I mean, it makes you think, I mean, so what are the things we can do to make that better? It makes me think about, like, I was going to switch to a lot of cages, and it makes me think maybe metal racks are better. If there's a way that metal racks could become more cage-like or more whatever else, just because it's less flammable, but I don't know that will make a difference. It definitely makes you think about what are the options that you can do to make this a safer thing to do in a scale.
Yeah.
And as far as Vin, oh, sorry, did you say something, Dave?
Oh, nothing. Like you said, as much as you could do. And, I was talking about different rack systems. Actually, there's a lot of different people, which ones I trust, which ones I don't. But, like, we all made the assumption this could have been heat tape related. And now we're hearing it could have been something just in the structure of the building that was a short. So,
Right.
Yeah, like I said, do everything you can. Hate to say it, sometimes it's out of your control. And hopefully you got a backup plan from there.
Yeah. And so I was trying to think earlier about, to jump into how, I mean, I met Vin at the Chantilly show in like the early 2000s somewhere. There was a guy named Randy Whittington that we knew that, like, we all went out to dinner together, and him, Scott, and myself went out and we just hit it off. And I mean, I was lucky enough right after my wedding, we were in New York. My wife and I were up there, and we actually went and visited his place, which I didn't realize was such a special thing. But I was, I feel lucky to have been able to see how he ran an operation at that point in time. I'm one of the few that got to do it, from what it seems like. But we've had lots of conversations over the years, and he's been helpful. And he's also a New York prick that he doesn't mind telling you what he thinks, which I think is good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So he's not afraid to tell you how it is, what he likes about you, what he doesn't like about you, what it is that you're doing right or wrong. And I don't know. I kind of appreciate that in somebody, and I feel like I try to do that myself. So I can't say a whole lot of bad things about him. He was well, it's got to sound like he's dead, but he's a great guy that had a tragedy, and hopefully in more time. The one thing that I keep on thinking about is, like, I was like, hey, I have some animals that I got from you. Would you like me to send them back? And he had animals that I had sent him over the years, but he always preached about not getting adults, not getting whatever else. And I'm like, well, shoot, if he's going to do this with all babies, we got a long road ahead of us before he gets to back to where it is. So,
But I got to ask you, Dennis, isn't it kind of like it doesn't seem like this would happen to somebody like Vin, right? I keep tripping out over that. Like, even like if this happened to, I don't know, man, like I just don't, you never think this happens to someone who's been in the hobby for decades or generations. You feel like they're almost invincible in a sense, but it's not.
He wasn't a half-asser either. So it's like, they're taking care of things well. They're doing he's on top of stuff. It's not like he's letting things go and doing things wrong. He's doing probably everything by the book better than most, or than a higher percentage, Yeah. And so, yeah. And also, a week before that, he had sent me pictures of he is building a facility. He's building a new facility, and so, like, I don't even know if it was a week, a couple days, a week earlier, he's like, yeah, this is how far along we are. And I was like, and just thinking, I'm like, shit, like, if this could have waited a month, or what, just the timing, and it's just a kick in the pants. And for somebody like him too, that's his job. I mean, think about, well, actually you guys probably know this way better than me, but something like that happens, and you have no paycheck tomorrow. You take deposits, you have nothing to give them. You have not, I think when people think about the auction, or think about, donating or whatever else, think about that part of it. You go from basically like doing pretty well seasonally, probably, but and then all of a sudden it's just gone. Which I'm one of those guys that, like, I don't take a whole lot of risks, and so that's the part that scares me almost the most out of everything, is like, I try to plan ahead, try to plan whatever else, and to think that, you can have 1 minute of your life can change your whole trajectory, and it's crazy that that's possible.
Yeah, I haven't, like, I don't know Vin that well. Like I consider him a friend, definitely, but it's not like I live next to him and I know what kind of person he really is, but I have a good feeling like he's a guy who could bounce back from anything. And I feel like the money thing isn't so weighing over his head. It's the fact that he lost shit that it was so proud about, like we're talking boas that nobody had, like stuff that not even people knew that he had, like, and all that can't be replaced. Like, not even money can replace the stuff that he lost,
Right. No, for sure.
And I think that's what's, if anything, like I said, Kenny's saying that his morale, his attitude is up and up. But man, think about how that makes him feel, No,
I mean, think about all the locality stuff, and how much he's done with Hog Islands, and then just thinking about what he's done with all those hypo blood boas and all the leopard boa stuff that he's had. I mean, I don't know. We got married in 2015, and he already was like on the way of line breeding then. So, 10 years ago, he already was on his way. And, so just to think of how much effort and time and whatever, it's just, yeah, no, he lost a lot more than what we would, because it just, like he told me on the phone that one night, he's like 37 years of my life kind of went away in that minute.
Yeah, just like that. Go ahead, Dave.
Nothing. Like I said, I was just gonna agree. It's such a big thing because it's his entire life work. And like I said, he's had a plan since day one of what he wanted to be in the hobby. He built this collection that, again, I have always drooled over. Like I said, stalked him heavily. I don't know, man. I don't have these like perfect words for this. Like, it's. You never really expect this thing to happen, and I don't think anybody has ever would have expected it to happen to Vin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. But the saving grace would be, I guess, in one way, is at least it didn't happen at his house. He and his wife and dogs and family are all good. So could be worse. If there's
isn't that the way of life? Like it can always be a lot worse than what it is. Like. Yeah. And that's what's, man, it's you think of something and you step back, you take a look at it, and you find so many ways where like Kenny, like for whatever reason, like he could have been affected, like himself, right. Like, or even Vin, like let's just say whatever, like let's say Kenny stayed there. You know what I mean? Like let's say he like stayed there to help, and for whatever reason he fucking was in the fire. I just saying so many things could have been worse than what it was. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like we all know. Vin, he should know that he's not alone as far as what he's feeling, because everyone feels it. Especially, I know you feel it, Dave. I know you feel it, Dennis. Ron, like people close to Vin, man. It affects all of us. You know what I mean? Because we just don't want that to happen. Not anyone, but like someone like Vin, dude. Like everything that he's done to this hobby. And I'm not saying Mr. fucking best friends with everyone. I'm just saying like information, like little breadcrumbs that just change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, it's deep, man.
Now the only thing that I do wonder about this, and not to be, is I always like think about myself. Like if I were to start over today, what would I do differently? Because there's a lot of things that I have that actually I like most everything I have, but there's a lot of things you're like, oh man, would I get rid of that? Would I not? And to think the positive part of it, to think that you could start over and go the exact direction that you want, and with all the things that you figure out over time, would be going to be pretty interesting to me to see where he goes with it. And I think that'll be a pretty cool thing to watch, to see where he decides that his direction should go and what he should cut out. I know he was cutting out ball pythons completely, but what else is he going to cut out? Like, would he do something different than he did originally?
Yeah, good point.
Well, let me ask you this, Dave. What comes to mind? And obviously, I want to know your stance on this too, Dennis. But when you lose a collection like Vin, what's the next move?
Well, everyone's gonna be different. I've known people that lost collections that just didn't have the heart to ever try to rebuild, and I know people that can't live without it. I think it depends on the person. Dennis's comment about when he does rebuild, what is that going to look like? What is cutting edge going to be like? Is he going to be a green tree guy? Is he going to go back and get all these really unique locality bows he's been doing over the years? Is he going to chase colubrids? Like, a start over is nice when it's in your control, but I think it's still going to be very unique watching him rebuild and to see, like, you know, what's he the most passionate about at this point of his life that he wants to start it over.
No, for sure. No.
And what about you, Dennis? Like, you know, you lose something like that, right? I mean, like to you, right? What's the most valuable, long kept species or project that you have in your collection?
Man, it's hard to say, but I always say like the one animal for me would be like olive pythons. I feel like I've done a lot with olive pythons and I really enjoy them. But like right now I'm kind of on a blood python kick, and I would say, you know, it's hard. It's hard to say what, you know, my thing is I like too much stuff, and that's the problem is you get these, like I've built up a good amount of, like if I were to do anything right now, if I were to start over, I'd almost have to do 4 things. I don't know that I could do 1, you know, and like my 4 favorite things right now are some Locality blood pythons I have, olive pythons, Maxwell pythons, Amazon tree boas, and I got some Pueblan milks, of all things, like some Pueblan milk snakes that I had picked up that I just am like in love with, like all that kind of thing. So I might try to do that. And I might go cages rather than like try to make it so it's more manageable. Do like the Craig Trumbower where you build a certain amount of cages so you can't get out of control. You know, you have to fit it in this number and rotate out as you go or whatever. You know, I don't know. That might be what it would be.
Yeah. That's anything you want it to be, man.
Yeah. I just, man, I'm even more of a fan of ambient heat now more than anything now, you know.
I would agree with that.
It sucks because like you can only go so far with ambient. Like you could, because you know, if you are somebody who keeps a bunch of different species, ambient stuff's only going to work so far. But really, it comes down to the gravid females, and that's when you really need the heat. But you got people who overheat for fucking no reason out there for sure.
I'll tell you, Anthony. I don't know if you know Anthony Lecomte, but he's the local guy that had a fire probably about 7 or 8 years ago, or maybe even longer than that. But I went ambient after that, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work because I was scared to death of the house, and I bred olive pythons, Maxwell pythons, blood pythons, carpets. I bred everything. I didn't have any boas at the time, which the boas are what I'd worry about. But I was able to do it with all. I've switched back and have heat on everybody now, but like I did about a good 6-7 years like that, and it worked. So I also have fluctuations. Like I get like an 86, 87 high in my room during the day, and then I drop at night. So like I have a temperature cycle going on in the whole room itself anyway.
Yeah, I like the ambient too, but with the boas, I think that was the only thing I still had on belly heat. When I ran ambient in the building, I always kept them like near the wall. So in the wintertime, a little bit of that cool would come through almost, like keep it to where it's not too hot. But when you did ambient in yours, were you 82, 84 degrees? Or like you said, it's whatever the temperature is outside, it was a big fluctuation. Your ambient was a big fluctuation, right, Dennis? You didn't have like a set 82 24 hours a day.
No, I'm getting up to like 86, 87 during the day and then dropping down to like 80 at night. You know, that happens now. I mean, my room I went just back there is 85. You know, I mean, right now, just in the summer, there's like July and August, I get pretty warm. But it's just what I've done forever and it works well. So I just stick with it.
Yeah. That's fair.
What's a memory of Vin that you can maybe throw at us? I mean, I know you have back in the day stories, bro. Why don't you give us some?
I don't know. Well, you know, the memories that stick out would be like being on your show. The next day he'll call me and be like, "Why did you tell anybody how much money you made on something?" He like would critique. He'd listen and he would critique every damn thing you did on it, and he'd be like, "You know, somebody's listening to you. The IRS is going to get you." I'm like, "Then I pay my taxes." He's like, "You should pay, like, do this." Those are the things that make me, is he would actually listen to my podcasts, and then the next day he would critique me on them and tell me what the things that I did well and what the things I did wrong were, which I always was like, "Thanks, Dad." You know, those are the stories that I think, those are the ones that pop out in my head that I think, I'm like, you know, but I appreciate that because at least you took the time to listen.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. I like Vin just because I see so much of like myself in Vin. Like as I'm getting older, I'm like, God damn, like that's player behavior right there. That's exactly how I would do it. I would do it just like that. Like Vin being a tough motherfucker is just like, that's, you know, it's been around the block. Like, what are you gonna tell an old head like that? Like, come on, bro.
Well, and I mean, and he's cocky too. You know, he's not afraid to tell you he knows what he knows, and he's not afraid to, like, you could tell him what you think, but he's like, I know this better. So like, you know, he's comfortable, which I think is I appreciate that because it's like, at least you're not rolling over.
No, dude, yeah, he's definitely not that kind of person to roll over.
No.
David,
my
David
mom's from
like,
Long Island, so I appreciate they're kind of similar in some ways.
Dave rolling over to Dave is fun. He's cool with that. Like he's fucking he likes peace and he just wants to roll on people.
Very submissive. Yeah.
But you're like that, but you're also opinionated in your own way. Like you get your stuff in there.
Yeah, Dave knows how to say his point without being a dick at all. Like, he's really good at that. I wish I need to take some pages out of his book, but also it's just like Dave goes way too light on people, like way too light. Especially one thing about Dave is like for instance, I don't know if you ever done a road trip with Dave, but goddamn, his stories are just you don't forget them. So he tells me he's like certain stories on this road trip, and then like I'll just see his behavior with some of these individuals. He just told me stories of, and he's just the nicest guy to him. And I'm like, Dave, what the fuck? But that's why he's Dave, man. You gotta love him. He doesn't. He plays the part. He really does.
Yeah. So I'm an asshole behind the scenes, and then people don't realize it when I'm in front of their face. What you're saying?
Pretty
whatever works.
That is true, there. I say it all the time. You wouldn't know if I hated you based on the way I treat you. I treat everybody nicely, man. If you don't want to treat me nicely, that's on you.
So hopefully you like us because we're gonna get a lot of time together in the next couple weeks.
Sounds that way, man.
Are you guys are both gonna be at Bavu show next week?
Yeah, and then Daytona the week after.
Wow. Oh, dude, how did you? Hey, I don't know how you guys are doing that. Brian Tucson, that's savage, bro. Week after week like that. How you doing that?
I'm coming back, going to work for a day, then taking off, getting my stuff ready, and then getting in the car and driving again. So I don't know. It's gonna be rough. Both shows are great. Like Daytona is historically my favorite show ever, all the time. If I was gonna do one show, not to say the way Bob runs his show, it's hard to say anything bad about Bob's show. But Daytona is Daytona, and I just, I plan my wedding around it. I plan having children around it. I just love going to that show. And
it's a special show, dude. You can't even explain Daytona to anybody. Like, and you know what? It took me years to make it to Daytona, and god damn it, was it worth it? Like when I finally went to my Daytona, it was probably the best experience I've had at any show. Just because I saw people that I've always heard about, and it's like you're only going to see these people out of Daytona. You won't see them anywhere else, and so that was cool. And I understand, like, you got Bob, who's fucking just like he's a savage at this show thing. Like he I think he's meant for it. But then you have Daytona where you can't miss a Daytona. Like you're fucked. Like you have no choice but to do both.
I haven't missed a Daytona since 1995. Like it's crazy to think about that old now, but like I haven't missed one. So
yeah.
No, you got to go.
Go ahead, Dave. What were you going to say?
No, I was just agreeing with them. Daytona's established. Like you said, you've been doing it since the 90s. Bob's is a new experience. The future of the hobby, man. The next generation of guys that'll be promoting shows. Some of these older shows are going to go away in the next decade, and it's going to be carried on by the younger youth in the hobby.
Yeah. Well, Bob, but if anybody's going to copy anything, I think they should copy Bob. I don't know that you can copy Bob because just the customer service aspect of it and the way that they run it is, I don't know. I feel like I'm being a kiss ass, but like they do it as perfect as possible.
The royal treatment, everything's smooth, everybody's helpful, everybody's nice. It's a good experience the whole weekend. Like I said, I loved Bob's shows last time. I've been to his first two shows to where you've been to Daytona ever since 95. My plan is to never miss a Bob show because it's the only show I've gone to the first one. I'm going to try to keep it going.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm really bummed I'm not going next week. Because I
thought you were going.
Can't, dude. I got 67 Chondro babies, dude. Like, what do you want me to do, Dennis? I don't have a choice right now, bud. I'm so sad. I can't miss Bill's. Like, Bill's is a historical party for me. I can't go. I can't miss it. So I got to do everything I can to get these fucking things close to establishment before September, and I'm up an uphill battle, buddy. It's no joke over here. But
have you talked to Damon you interviewed Damon Salceas, didn't you?
Yeah, because
he had a year where he produced 70 chondros. So he might be just as far as he told me he never wanted to do it again. That's what he told me. But it was when he got into the albino stuff. But as far as what and not that you don't have it down, you have a hell of a lot of people around you that are helping you. But just I don't know how many other people have done 70 chondros. You're in a pretty small group.
Patrick and Bill. So Bill has been in the 50s. I think this year he's 56. Patrick's had a year where he was low 60. So I definitely, here's the thing, dude. I got most of these things eating. It's still a lot of work. Even when they're eating, it's still a lot of work. Like it's a shit ton of work. Every day it's a paper change, a water change, and it's like, you know, and you're always on the edge about a prolapse right now. Like I just want to see how many out of this fucking 67 are going to prolapse on me. Like and I want to be here for it. I don't want to go somewhere, come home, and then oh shit, like I wasn't here for it. I want to actually be here for it. You know.
I get it. I had 8 babies at work, and I was like, "Geez, Louise, this 8 babies was those enough." You know, those enough.
So, but anyways, I told Bob, you know, obviously, you know, I'll be there in February for sure. And then, yeah, I'll be there next year, 100% next August. I'm like Dave. I don't want to miss a Bob show. I really don't. And just because, like, I feel like 20 years from now, you know, goddamn, I hope I still have hair and all that. But you know, we're just we're just talking about the very first Bob show, you know, and all that. And I'm happy to say I went to the very first Bob show. I think first year. I don't know.
Hey, speaking about getting old, remember tomorrow's Chad's 50th birthday.
Yeah, big 5-0.
Tomorrow, Chad Holkers.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Be nice if we were in Atlanta for that. That'd be like have a shindig there. I guess we could do it next week. But
I'm sure we'll do a little something for him when we're out there.
Yeah.
He's not going to listen to this, so he's still going to be surprised.
Just be surprised.
Real quick, Dennis, by the way, I just want to say you brought in 16 super chats. So I appreciate your energy. People are all here for you, buddy. I'm just kidding. But I just want to say, Dennis, before we let you go, any kind of words of wisdom or advice for anyone out there who could potentially be in this situation, doesn't know it yet? I mean, what you've been around for a minute, man. So what do you have for advice for the up and coming keepers out there who want to grow their collection?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, the one thing I was talking to Chad and Scott about one night was I feel like I almost want to go through and change all of my, you know, power strips or cords or anything else. Like maybe put them like on a 5-year schedule and make it so you're just looking at that stuff more. Make it so you have a schedule so you're looking at all that stuff, the stuff we take for granted, and write it down somehow and make sure you just check. You know, I think anything checks and balances you can do to make sure everything's okay. I know Vin said he had an electrician do all of his outlets were redone 7 years ago, which is like crazy. Oh. So he's doing the right thing. But, you know, anything we can do to keep up, looking all that kind of thing. I think also and not to say this by him, but like, you know, try to keep it manageable. So it's something you can actually pay attention to. You don't get to the point where you're cluttered and can't get to things and things are easier to service. So as far as that goes, that's the only thing that I could say is just kind of try to keep up on what it is. I don't know. I'm personally like, I'd almost like to go all metal and just, I feel like to me, metal makes me feel like it's safer. But again, if it's some other cord, it doesn't matter, but it makes me feel like it's safer. Less would burn, you know, I don't know. That's just pay attention to your stuff and look at it as often as possible. And, you know, don't let things go if you see anything that seems odd, and check your outlets. Cause you can watch your outlets too. I've had outlets where you look at them and they're discolored. Like make sure you change that stuff out. Like whatever you have, I'm building a new room. We're having a garage put on and I'm having a new room put on. I put all my outlets up higher so that way I could see them better. So like if you're building a room and you're doing anything, make sure you put the stuff where you can access it better. And so you can see it and make sure it's not on the bottom away from everything. And I'm just trying to do whatever I can do to make it easy and accessible and safe.
Yeah.
Right on, man. So are you going to be at Schaumburg this weekend or are you vending or no?
No, I'll be in Atlanta. My only things I have so far, I'll be in Atlanta, Daytona, and Tinley. I'd really like to go to that Troy show up in it's in Virginia. It's like Fredericksburg or somewhere like that, not far. But I'm trying to figure that part out or not. I'd like to go at least to visit it, but I wouldn't mind vending it. But it's just a lot in a short time, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, I should have said this. Before we let you go, obviously, if Vin is listening to this episode, or if he does, anything you want to say to Vin?
Well, I try to talk to Vin every other day or so, but, you know, we're here for you, buddy. I told him already. I was like, if there's anything that I have that he wants, I'll send it to him. Anything that I have that I got from him. And that's the one thing you know, but I don't know. I'm here for you, buddy. If you need anything, that's what I'd say for him, you know, and try to try to check on him every couple of days and just be like, how are things going? Or send him a cool picture from work or from here or just something to say, hey. But that's the one thing I would say is if you ever bought anything from him and you have something you think is special, wouldn't be such a bad thing to say, hey, I got these from you. If you want some of these back at some point in time, not to say you have to give them to him or whatever else, but I would say reach out that way and help a brother out if he needs it.
It's crazy you say that. Like literally over 10 people reached out to me saying they have some sort of animal that they're willing to give back to Vin if he needs it. And I'm like, dude, that's nice of you. I was like, you know, maybe reach out to him or send him an email, let him know, because I don't know what Vin's direction is going to be after this. Nobody really knows. Like, we don't know what he wants to rebuild and what he wants to keep. I'm sure it's going to be stuff he really, really wants. And you know, he had a lot going on at once. And so I don't know if this situation is going to narrow things down for him. I'm sure it will. But time will tell, man.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun to watch, if nothing else, in a bad way to watch something that could be fun to watch what he does because he'll do it well.
Yeah.
Right. Before we let you go, anywhere, drop your plugs where people can follow you, Dennis, like where anywhere people can hit you up and whatnot.
Go to DJM Reptiles on Instagram. My name, Dennis McNamara, on Facebook. I have Morph Market, but I'm really bad about posting stuff on there, so you can check me out on there. And then I'll see you at these shows. Come see me, come chat, whatever. Send me a message.
All right, Dennis. Hey, you're a real one, buddy. I gotta say, you're a heartfelt, warming friend, and I know Vin is lucky to have you in his corner, bud.
Yeah, well, hey, thanks you guys for including me, and I hope to see. Well, I'll see you soon, Dave, and I hope to see you too, MJ, soon.
Definitely, man. Wait, are you going to be at NARBC Dallas?
No, I've never made it to that. I wouldn't. No, I'll be Tinley is the one.
Party, dude.
I would like to do that. Actually, when is that show?
It's going to be September 5th is his party. So it's the Friday of that weekend. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe if we have really good shows, maybe I'll fly out there for a day or two. I don't know. But we are adding on a garage and a room on the side of our house, so money's going to certain places right now. So it might not be the best time to be flying around.
I don't blame you, buddy. All right, Dennis. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Later, Dennis. What a guy. Listen, shout out to all the super chats. Get these last super chats in. I have Krista in the background who's getting all your guys' names that dropped a super chat. Put in a hat. Krista, if you're listening to this, anyone who dropped more than $20, put their names in the hat twice. Let's double it down for those guys. All right. So, but yeah, Dave, tell me something.
Well, first off, like you said, I appreciate the super chats coming in right now. I've been watching you put them on the screen. It's going to really go a long way in helping a guy out that would do the same for a lot of other people. Dennis's comment and your comment about people who used to buy animals from Vin reaching out and asking if they could give back. That was one of the very first things I thought about. I have a couple of boas from Vin. I have some other things I think Vin might like. I talked to Craig Trumbower. He made the same comment that he reached out to Vin and said, hey, if there's anything I make, just let me know. It's yours. We all just want to see him around animals again. It's as traumatic as this is, imagine, like he said, 37 years of your life going into something, waking up and doing the same routine every day and loving it, and then it being taken away from you.
Yeah, 100%. And also it's like, at the end of the day, man, the beautiful thing about stuff like this in the hobby when it happens, like how much people come together for it, Yeah. And also too, and I know you and I've reached out to as many as people that we can to relate to Vin. Dude, some of this stuff, some people just can't talk about. It's so hard for them, and because it's what do you want me to say? I've been around just as long as Vin has, and I don't ever want that to happen to me. It's kind of what do you, it's really hard to have words for this. You know what I mean? That's why it's hard to even do this period right now, but anything for Vin, I'll do anything for Vin. He's a great guy, but man, this is a difficult situation all in all,
Yeah, no, 100%. And, I've only really had a chance to talk to Vin about one time over the phone since this happened. It was short. It was just kind of, talking to him a little bit about this. I haven't even asked him anything about it. I could only imagine everybody who calls him, he's going to have to repeat the same thing over and over again, tell the same story of how it happened. And, I've been there. Not a good place to be, man. When you start repeating something over and over again and get forced into that conversation, find you get a little more depressed. And I'm glad he's taking it well. I'm glad things are going well. But yeah, like I said, right after this happened, and I'm not trying to make it about me, but yeah, I went on his Instagram and I started flipping through his photos, and I got 5 minutes into it, I got teary-eyed, man. Like I said, I've been paying attention to what he's been doing for over 20 years. Just never imagined it.
And what's crazy is there's dude, we have talked about Pete Call's fire, right? Didn't he have a disaster, or was it not a fire? That was something else, right?
Pete didn't have JT had his fire not that long ago. Like he said, Conley, he had his fire. What Pro Exotics is probably the big one you're thinking about back in 2011.
Right.
Like, you know, these things. Oh, Bob Clark, man. Bob Clark just had a fire about a month or two ago. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, things happen in this hobby. You know, the heat tape thing, man, you know, that was another thing. After I found out about this, a good buddy of mine sells heat tape. I called him up. I gave him a list of every rack I had and what it would take to replace it. And I asked him to send me a quote. You know, it's been about a decade since I've changed out this heat tape, and a lot of it came with the racks new, and it looks good, but man, we put a lot into this. Those little things really go a long way in keeping things going for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, totally. Well, let's do this, Dave. I want to ask you, and let's ask the people who are watching. We have 73 people here. Thank you so much. Me and Dave were worried. We thought there were going to be like fucking 20 people in here because we tried our best to organize this. I accidentally put this for 6 o'clock and forgot to change the time. So I'm just saying thanks for everyone who's here right now. It does mean a lot that we're all together. But again, let's get your super chats in because we're about to start doing some raffles. And then what do you want to do as far as this, guys? Because we are going to auction some items. And I will tell you guys this. The better the auctions do, the more we'll auction some stuff off. If the auctions kind of look like they're kind of getting disrespectful, we're going to do a part 2. And we're going to do this on a Thursday night where we know Thursday nights, you know, a lot of people are ready to rock on a Thursday night. So, but we're willing to do all the auctions if it's right. Correct, Dave? Are we cool with that?
I figured, you know, I figured at least we do the raffles today. If we had enough people to do the auction, I'd be all about it too. I had some animals I was going to donate depending on how things were going. That regardless, I'm going to want to donate. You know, we got a lot of really great books for the raffle, a lot of signed copies. You know, sent to me personalized by the author. Like I said, this is to get as much as we can for the guy. If the auction setting needs something bigger than this, I think we're going to take it to something bigger. But, you know, at least the raffle today, if that's not greedy.
Okay. Well, let's break down the lineup because you obviously did some work gathering up some of these items that we're going to be auctioning it off. And I think the first one that we're going to have on the list right now, and I just kind of want you to maybe give your explanation, Dave, on why you feel like this is an important book even to this day for someone to even check out. And hold on, let me pull this book right now. I don't know why it's taking me forever, but okay, here we go. All right. So oh wait, that's not it. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's not it.
Got it all mixed up. Yeah. Good thing I didn't send you that other
thing. Here we go. The More Complete Ball Python. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, just, you know, everybody knows Vin's book, The Complete Boa Constrictor. You know, I thought it would be kind of fitting to reach out to other guys in the community that essentially, even though they're not all buddies, you know, they have this group of books that essentially is a series. So, you know, he showed you the complete Retic. We got the complete Chondro. I'm getting ahead of myself. He shouldn't have walked away. But, you know, for a guy that, again, puts a lot of time into reading, puts a lot of time into writing, it just felt kind of neat to have people that did something similar as him donating their books. And honestly, of course, everybody was thrilled to do it. I don't think I got a single no. I wish I'd have asked 20 more people. And I'll probably do another one of these in a week if we can, man. Like I said, I don't think there's any limitations. I remember when we were raising money for JT, I want to say that went on for months, and it should have. JT's a great guy in the community, you know, very respected, very loved. So, yeah, like I said, I just thought it'd be a nice little gesture, just something to show the appreciation, people willing to donate a little money. You know, one thing I wish I collected more over the years in the hobby were books. I'm jealous of every book I got donated. I'm going to have to go buy almost every one of these after this and get them signed myself now.
Yeah, totally. Well, we're going to do these books one by one. And to make things fair, because we know sometimes I like to play favorites, so it's not fair for me to pick names out of a hat, okay? So, Krista plays fairly. So, Krista, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I got home. It was crazy traffic, some accidents. So, yeah. Good.
Well, thanks for doing this. We're going to go ahead and pick the first name of this raffle, and this is going to be for the Complete Ball Python book. All right, and mind you, if your name gets picked and you're here in the chats and you don't want the book, just say pass, and we'll pick another name.
That a thing? It's a signed copy. It's a personalized thing for this. I think anything out of this thing we'll be happy with.
what if somebody like, I don't know, like, you know, people are, bro. I'm just saying. Or listen, okay, I got a better idea. Hang around if you win a book, and if you want to maybe swap with somebody, another winner, reach out to them, and maybe you guys could work something out. Okay, does that work?
I think that's fair. Yeah, you do that shit behind the scenes.
Because it's all for fucking win. It doesn't matter, right? A win's a win. And do you have all the names in the hat, Krista?
Yep, I got all the names. Double counted the ones that did 20. Added it all up.
All right, shake it up, and let's pick the first name. Here we go.
See, I'm closing my eyes.
I hope it's a ball python person. Let's see.
Come the fuck on. I just been you want to stab ball python whole thing.
Aurora Exotics.
Aurora.
She's a ball python, I think.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's a trapper too. All right, sweet. All right, Aurora. All right. Let's write these names down so we don't forget. All right, so Aurora wins the More Complete Ball Python book signed by Kevin McCurly. Way to go, Aurora. All right. So next one, Dave. Why don't you pick the next book we should auction off? I'll let you pick. I picked the first one. Why don't you pick the next one?
Really him in there.
Let's go Retics, man.
All right, here we go. Dave, I know this guy Glen because he's been on the show before. But why don't you tell me what you have to say about the Complete Reticulated Python book?
So I think this is the only book that we got donated that isn't actually signed, to be honest with you, but I bet you we can get it signed. This was part of 2 books that were donated. I don't know what more to say about it, man. It's the Complete Retic. I don't know what you're putting me on the spot for, man. The cover says it all.
Well, get ready because I'm going to put you on the spot again. So why don't you fucking, let's get it together here, Dave, okay?
I'm sorry, man, but I'm on my phone. I was going to go get my list up of all this stuff and thank everybody.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Do you need a second? Do you need a second?
I mean, I could just, with this. Why don't you pick that name and I'll take a second.
Go do it. Yeah, pick the names. All right, so here we go.
Here.
The Complete Reticulated Python. Pick a name.
Okay, and I got William in there, so I'm closing my eyes. Okay. A lot of papers in there. I'm gonna butcher this name, but Siku Gabriel Ramos.
I think I see his name somewhere. Let me pull him up.
Sekou.
Oh, here he is. All right, dude. Hell yeah. You won the Complete Reticulated Python book that Dave's going to get signed for you for sure at some point.
We're going to make that happen. And that was a Russ early donation. Russ was nice enough to hit me up. Russ is in the comments right now, man. Like, he's watching the episode. But yeah, he was the only person I didn't call. He went out of his way to donate this and the turtle books. So again, very appreciative. Like I said, this is awesome. I'm glad this is going well.
Well, since you brought up Russ, should we do Russ's book next?
Yeah, let's do both his donations, man.
And I want to say thank you for Russ for taking the time to being in the chats. Legendary, dude, for sure. Russ, I've heard so many great things about this guy that go way back to some of the pioneer days. So, Russ, thanks for being around here tonight. But all right, here we go. Krista, this is a signed book by Russ Gurly. This is epic.
Let me get Hayden in there real quick. I like turtles. You know that little thing of that one guy's like, I like turtles.
Yeah, Krista, we get it.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious, man.
All right, here we go. Russ Gurley signature book, Turtle Preservation.
Shane.
Who?
Shane Silva, above all.
Shane, dude. All right. All right.
Very cool. Thank you.
Legendary, dude. He loves turtles for sure. All right. Legend.
Yeah, you were worried about this. This is working out perfectly now.
No, you were worried. I'm just kidding.
Never worried.
Well, listen, let's keep the legends going, man. Craig Trumbower, this guy right here, also legendary individual in the hobby. Has, you want to talk about true passionate reptile lover. This guy's, man. I mean, what do you have to say about Craig, bro? I mean, come on, you definitely know this guy.
No, lucky enough to have had a chance to do a podcast with him. Great conversationalist. Both his books, awesome. I'm actually going to try to go out of my way to buy. He does these beautiful wooden sleeves that he keeps the books in. He hand carves them, stains them, burns them, man. It goes through a whole process, but he just posted the other day, I think he's going to have a few in Daytona. That's like probably going to be my birthday present for myself. But no, man, just stories about being out in the field, just the passion for the hobby, and yeah, that's what these books are. So I think anybody who gets this, if you haven't read it yet, you're gonna absolutely love it. Like I said, both of his books are amazing books, and he has the Pitchiopus book coming up, the bull snake, gopher snake book. So once you get this one, go buy his other one, and then go get that one too.
Right. Krista, let's go. Let's pick a name, dude.
Oh, I've been shaking it. Close
Here we
my
go.
eyes. Right. Capital City Herpetoculture.
Yeah, tell me, Mike. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, another trapper. That's what's up. Good win, Mike. All right, sweet. All right, let's keep it rolling then. Let's see. Oh, this is, man, I kind of want my name on this one, to be honest. Signed book by Nick Mutton. And I guarantee we can get Justin to sign this book as well. But the More Complete Carpet Python. Shout out to Nick Mutton for donating this. But yeah, another fucking legend, huh? We got some heavy hitters donating some really cool items here, Dave.
Yeah, no, Nick was one of the first guys I hit up, and of course said yes immediately. He also reached out to me and said if the winner wants to reach out to him, he could put on a little custom in the message inside there when he signs it. And like I said, if we can get over to Jewland or two, that'd be awesome. But no, really cool book. Very knowledgeable guy. Very lucky again to have had a chance to talk to him. Yeah, you'll enjoy this one.
All right, Krista, do the honors. Who is the lucky winner of the Nick Mutton book? Legendary.
I hope it's William Philippek. Did William donate? Is William here?
William's not here, but he donates a lot, so his name should be in here.
Yeah, shit.
Go ahead, Krista. Who is it?
Blazing Blue Tongues.
All right.
Oh, Alex, congratulations, man. That's a good one. He loves his Australian stuff.
Hell yeah. Congrats, Alex. Yeah, exactly, huh? Really good win right there for that guy. Sweet.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right, here we go. We're keeping it moving here. What do we else? Wait. We make sure. So we got that.
You got the Chondro book?
Oh,
is that gonna be an auction item?
That's an auction item. Okay, we got auction. That's an auction item because obviously I'm gonna favor the Chondros. But yeah, look, this is gonna we're gonna auction the first one. All right, guys, listen, auction time. Okay, Crystal, you can hang out with us. Auction time going down, and we are gonna start this off with a signed original copy. This is a hard book original copy from one of the very first published books, the More Complete Chondro. Well, it's not even the more, it's the Complete Chondro. It's not even the More Complete. This is the Complete Chondro book by Greg Maxwell, and he has signatures in there that just have so many different legendary Chondro breeders. I'm going to pull this up right now. Give me 1 second. I don't know why it's not coming. But yeah, why don't we, since I'm pulling this up, what's the time that we're doing on the auction? So we do 2 minutes, a minute. How's this going to work?
Well, how is this going to work? People going to jump in the chat, throw their bid up, and we're just going to go from there?
Yeah, so basically highest bid. So whoever has the highest bid in the chats win. And you send that amount to Vin Russo's PayPal in the description below. And all you have to do is send a screenshot to either me or Dave or whoever, and we'll get you the item. Simple as that.
Okay. Well,
and how long of a timer? I can set the timer.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do a minute? Should we do? And then I am gonna set a reserve for certain items, but not too high a reserve. Listen, I want you guys just to enjoy this. I don't expect everyone to fucking give us all their money. I want this to be a fun experience, and I want some of these items to go to people who really want them. So if you could get something on a lower cost, good for you. This is what this is all about. But everything goes to Vin Russo, every fucking penny. Okay, so just please consider that when you are actually bidding on an item. All right. So let me pull up the very first item, and we'll kind of just break things down. This is the Complete Chondro book by author Greg Maxwell, which has a lot of information from Trooper Walsh, and also, like I said, this book has a lot of crazy signatures. I know what's his name. Excuse me. I know Greg told me everyone who signed, but I want to see if I could read these names via, maybe you guys could see too. I don't know. Well, I see Trooper. So here, there's, no offense, the only signature for me that I would think that would matter in this book is Trooper Walsh. Okay. Personally, being a fellow Chondro head. I also see Dan, the albino guy that we were talking about as well. Not too long ago, he's in here. This is a fucking epic book. Hold on. How do I put a super chat? I'm going to bid on this too. Fuck that. I'm bidding. All right. Woo! It is in. I'm in. All right. So We're gonna start the bid at $20. Okay. And it looks like someone went to 150. Holy shit. God damn. All right, I'm gonna go 160.
Way to set the bar.
160. Oh wait, hold on. Set the timer. Set the timer. Set the timer.
A minute?
A minute. Yeah, set the timer.
Okay, it's starting now.
All right. More complete Chondro. I'm sorry, the complete Chondro book with legit signature from Trooper Walsh. We have 2 bids.
I'm gonna be an asshole. Do we got one? Shit. Okay, good.
Mike, chill, buddy, please. I'm gonna go 220, dude. I'm gonna go 220. Oh my god, he's gonna. That's a sick dude. Come on, bro. I need to add this to my collection. I really do.
That's a wonderful time.
30 seconds.
Huh?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh boy.
We're gonna do OT on this.
Oh, 250. Jason Amos. God damn it. Damn, the ball python hitters are watching. This is not good. All right. How many seconds? 260.
11, 10 seconds. I'm gonna comment done.
I think we need to bump an extra minute on this and give it a shot, man. Let's keep this going.
We'll go 30 seconds with no bids. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So 260. Go 30 seconds right now, Krista.
Okay. I'm like, how do I calculate that?
Oh my god.
Okay, do the timer now.
270, 300 fast. Okay, Jason.
Damn, dude. I knew this. I knew right when I said Trooper, this was going to be a heavy fucking item. I knew it. Kudos to Jason. But come on, Mike. Mike, come on, Mike.
10 seconds.
Come on, Mike. How many seconds?
10 seconds.
Oh.
300. He's out.
All right. Winner, Jason Amos. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
Respect.
Awesome.
Jason, let me borrow the book for a bit and I'll send it to you. All right. That item is done. Can you please write that name down? Winner, Jason Amos. Again, Jason, if you could send that money directly to Vin Russo's PayPal, link in the description below, that would be great. I will get with Greg Maxwell. Or you know what? Jason, send me your address, bro. Send me a message. I'll get all your info. I'll send it over to Greg and we'll get this book sent over to you, buddy. But what a fucking come up. That's a good win right there, man. I'm excited.
Great start.
What a great start. All right. Well, listen, the books are done. All right. Now we're going to get to some fucking other really cool shit. All right. This guy needs no introduction. He's the man for sure. Good friend of mine. Just give me a second here. Holy shit. So, Krista, how's your day, dude? Everything cool or how's everything? Good?
A lot of riding and then the crazy 2 wrecks. I was
oh my god. Okay, I was just kidding. All right, here we go. Listen, it is the one and only, the mayor of Chondro Town, Bill Stegall, $1,000 voucher to any animal that he has available. And this also gets you an invite to his party. And this is like straight Disneyland lightning pass. If you win this, he'll like move you up some slots in front of some people for sure, I think. So let's go. We got this.
How long is time?
Let's do 2 minutes again, and we'll do the starting bid at $50. Okay? Let's go.
Okay.
$50.
Shoot, I'll do.
So, Krista, you got 50? Krista got 50. I mean, all right. 100. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Got Jersey Paws. $200. All right. Shane, you need more than that, Shane. Come on, buddy. All right, $1,000 voucher. $250. We got $250. $1,000 voucher. Mike, if you win this, I'll make sure you get red carpet treatment at Bill Stegall's party for sure. 100%, buddy. 100%.
That means you're gonna open his Coronas for him.
Look at Hayden Rankins. Shout out to Hayden. 300.
Right.
All right, 310. The professor of pythons, Jamie. All right. Dude, professor taking you guys to school. 350. Oh, my Atlanta. Here we go. 350.
We're at a minute. 1 minute left.
We're at 1 minute. 1 minute left. 360. Hayden. Let's go, Hayden. 360. So far, like 75% or 70% off this like voucher. Like this is good. Oh, 375. Here we go.
Here we go.
375 from Big Mike. How many seconds we got?
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
For the people who don't know, throw some species that Bill's working with, just so they know what they're getting.
Dude, are you kidding me? Nobody
Do they know? Does everybody know?
Everybody knows what the fuck the mayor keeps. This guy needs no goddamn introduction. The motherfuckers know what they're bidding on right now. Come on. 550. Let's go. Here we go. 550.
Nice. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We got 10 seconds. 11, 10.
Designer Green Tree Pythons. Because Dave says people don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
We got many things.
One done.
Winner. All right.
Yeah.
550. Capital City Hurt. Naomi Mike. Winner. All right. You ready for the next one? This is fun. Now it's getting fun. Now it's like fun. Cool. All right. Listen up. All right. I did some work and I was able to get you guys an item that you don't want to sleep on. Okay. A yellow designer Green Tree Python produced by Dan the Man, Dan DeLuca. All right. I'm going to show the parents real quick. Very, very nice pairing. Hold on. Let me actually break down what's actually in this so you guys have an idea.
Oh, my Lanta.
But so the pedigree is the sire's a 2020 animal produced by Buddy Buscemi. Heavy pedigree. Okay. That traces all the way back to the late 80s. And the dam is a sibling from a clutch that he produced. Or actually, this is a designer outcross clutch from somebody called Longtail Reptiles. So definitely some potent designer stuff going into this pairing right here. So yeah, yellow designer neonate by Dan DeLuca. Dan's actually coming on the show Tuesday on All in the Tree Tuesday. So shout out to Dan. I will go ahead and share his Instagram as soon as whoever wins this. I'll show you what the individual. I'll show the individual who the winner or the Instagram account is. But yeah, let's start this bid at $100. All right, $100. Let's go. I got $200. I'll put 200 on a yellow. There you go. MJ got 200. What do we got? Did you start the timer?
Yep.
All right. Okay, Scott, you got to come heavier, Scott. I was the first 200, so here we go. 500. Woo!
500.
Oh,
nice.
Damn, dog. Show the parents.
That's fun.
Let's go. 500. Who's beating 500? This is a designer.
What do you think retail is on that animal?
I will say retail on an animal like this, 3,500 all day for sure.
Whew.
Maybe even closer to 4K. I don't know. Man, not 3,500. It's a yellow. No offense. So it's a yellow. 3 to 3,500. I would say for a designer yellow like this for sure. So far 500, dude. That's a fucking. That's a come up right there. God damn, you got some crazy weather happening behind you, Krista.
No, it's storming, so you guys are getting a free light show.
525. All right. Shout out to Reptiles. How many seconds we got?
55 now.
All right.
Okay. Let's go hard in this last minute, guys.
Let's go. 525. We got 6. Come on, let's get this to 6. Don't make me put 6. Come on, let's go. Who has 6? Let's go. Robert, put 6 down, dog.
Seconds.
How many seconds? 20?
40.
40. All right. Designer yellow neonate. 600. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I think Robert shipped that one, man. Let's go.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. 600 on a $3,500 neonates. What a fucking deal. My gosh. How many seconds, Krista?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Dude, epic. That's a fucking score, man. Hey, shout out to you, Robert. Yeah, let me go ahead and share the homie Dan's Instagram real quick. And I think you might already be following him.
Let's see,
where did I?
Too late, Jarrett.
Jarrett, you're a little bit late, buddy. But Jarrett, stick around. There's more. Oh, there's more, buddy. Don't worry.
Hold
Hold on one second. Let me get organized here. So yes, Dan DeLuca again. There he is, SnakeMan78 on Instagram, and look at his goddamn fucking portfolio here. This guy has real deal heat. So honestly, Robert, good on you, buddy. You fucking came up. I probably should have put his page up before we put the. All right, shout out to you, Dan. Fucking winning, dude. Fucking winning. All right, next item. Let's keep this going. I guess let's see. What do we have here? Let me see what I wrote you here, Dave. I know I'm missing something. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Didn't I? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So, okay, damn it. Really, we're down to the last one.
Is it? What is our last one? The one you donated?
Me, my chondro. Yeah, I'm about to put one of my chondros up right now. Unless Dave, you want to throw something in the mix right now. I mean,
well,
we can
throw a few things in. What do you think? Woma python? We talk womas all the time on here. I can throw a woma that I produced this year if anybody's interested. You think maybe? Is that bad? Can I do better?
You could definitely do better.
I can do better. Well, I didn't look at my ship before I came. Should I do $1,000 gift card? Should I match up to a build it? Anything I'm selling? Boas, balls, womas. Is that enough?
I'm looking for a fucking goddamn woma photo, but I can't even find one on your page. Like you would think I would.
You would think I'd take pictures of these things, but I don't for some reason. I'll do $1,000 store credit.
$1,000. Okay, but why don't you explain? Because you do keep more than one. You do actually have more than one thing available. So why don't you explain to the people what it is that you have that they could spend this credit on?
Well, a lot of boa constrictors. My morph market page is custom scales. Number of boa constrictor morphs. I got a number of things I don't even have posted on the year, so it's nothing you got to jump on right away. I got a bunch of womas that we're about to make available. I got blue tongue skinks. I have different corn snake mutations. A bunch of palmettos. Man, I can't even think of all this. I got Honduran patching out this week. I gotta look, man. I got like 700 animals for sale right now. I'm sure there's something I got that someone's gonna like.
All right, so $1,000 voucher to use anything Dave Levinson has available. Let's start at $50. All right, Shane, I know you like boas. Okay, so let's come in on this real quick. All right, so here we go. Let's start at 50. Start the timer. Dave Levinson voucher, $1,000. What do we got? Here we go.
Nobody bids. I have to bid at myself. I'm real sad. Where's Jersey at? You know you pity me.
We'll see. All right, I'm gonna put $100. God damn. Here's MJ, $100 because I love. Oh wait, Aurora. Okay, we'll get that to Aurora. I came after Aurora, so Aurora puts $100. I'm gonna put $150.
Way to take it immediately from that person.
Yes. Oh shit, 200. Well, now we got 200.
I'm gonna hook it up too, guys. It doesn't have to be. I'm gonna really hook it up if you do this.
250, 300. Hayden says 300. Do we have 350 or 320 or 301? 350. Go Aurora. Woo! Amanda says $1,000. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry. 400.
58 seconds. I'll hit done this time.
Way to go, Hayden. You guys are awesome, man. This is great.
Yeah, I got a lot of IMG stuff this year. Like I said, even if it's more than $1,000, whoever does this, I got you.
What ball python morph do you work with, Dave? People are wondering.
All the shitty ones, man. Don't ask me about my ball pythons.
God damn it, dude.
I got a ton of head paint stuff I'm producing right now. I'm sorry, man. I'm a boa guy. Ask me about my boas.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, $1,000 to Dave Levinson's factory. 450. We got 450. That's not bad, Dave. Like you're almost at Bill Steagall's, like what he got is.
And
that's respectable. That's really respectable.
Yeah. What did he finish at? 500 or 550?
550. He finished at 550.
Okay, guys. Let's just beat Bill.
How many seconds?
One.
That it? Hey, last.
Done.
Okay, shit. Oh.
All right, 450.
All right, thank you. Yeah, hit me up personally if you want.
I do have another item. I completely fucking forgot. Shout to. Oh wait, why did I put Dave out? What the fuck? Sorry, Dave. I do have another item. Okay, Dave, you're a Colubra guy, right?
Yeah, I like them.
So what do you know about Trampecos?
Real, yeah, Transpecos. Real googly-eyed sons of bitches. I like them. A lot of those have been West Texas collected over the years. I think it's a unique species. There's some mutations popping around in there, which is always keeping things interesting. But I like all that West Texas stuff.
So this is a Marcial Mendez production. Shout out to Marcial Mendez, another legend. Okay, he is putting up for grabs a 1.1 triple het albino axanthic blonde trans pecos. I have no idea what the fuck the value is at these. So I'm gonna start the bid at $25. All right, so $25.
Okay.
Krista, hit it.
Let's go.
All right, I got $100. 100 on this. 100 MJ. 200.
I want to bid on these, so let's see what happens here.
Well, then bid. The fuck
Well,
you
I
mean?
feel bad. I don't want to take this from people. I'll just
Dude, take it from them, bro. It's fun. Do it.
all right, 250.
250. Dave got 250. Dave Levinson, 250. Dave Levinson. A pair of triple het axanthic. Fucking what the fuck? Oh, call it triple
Blonde snows, buddy. Blonde snows.
Okay, blonde snow.
We call them blonde snows.
There you go. 275. 275. Wait, actually, we have to give it to this guy right here. Northwest Terraria. I hope I said that right. 290. Hayden came back. Shout out to Hayden.
Right.
And his seed that he's holding. God bless.
1 minute left.
300. Northwest T comes back with another 300. Do we have 320? 320. Not only are you getting cool things, but helping. Yeah, definitely, for sure. That's a fact. 320. Do we have 320? So Marcial Mendez just hit me up saying that these are 275 a pop. So
Nice.
that's not bad. Let's go.
No.
That's a 300. How many seconds we got?
30.
30 seconds. Do we have 320? 320. Going once. How many seconds, Krista?
20.
Okay, going once.
Okay.
Oh boy. 300. Trant Pecos by Marcial Mendez. Triple hets. Albino. Wait, what are they? Snow what?
5, 4.
Well, it's blonde snow. So
Whatever.
T-negative albino and erythristic blonde.
Winner, Northwest Terraria. Congrats. All right, sweet. Get that name down and then shit. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. We're gonna do oh wait, hold on. Wait. I forgot another one. Oh my god. Wait. My buddy Shane. Hold on. We got one. Wait, we got one more before the last one.
Okay.
Why not? Hold on.
So I got a signed copy from Vin also. I don't know what you want to do about that. I'm going to do something else. I know I'm going to be donating later on for him, but do we want to auction that off? Do we want to do one more raffle for that? What do we want to do for a signed copy of Vin's book?
We'll end it. We'll end the episode raffling off that to somebody.
Perfect.
Yeah. So all right. Shout out to my boy Shane. So cool story about this right here, Dave. So you remember when I bought that IMG from you years back?
Yep.
And I believe it was an IMG something. It was like a head and head sharp. I can't remember the fucking exact.
I think it was it a hypo IMG double head sharp snow? Sharp annery?
Whatever it was, it proved out. Okay.
Oh, well, of course it did. That's the conversation right now.
Well, my buddy Shane, he fucking killed it, man. He was able to make some visual sharps and some really fucking nice IMG combos as well. And the kindness of his heart, he wanted to go ahead and put a pair of his productions up. So we have a we have a male IMG het sharp 50% annery and a female visual sharp 50% annery. Okay. So Dave, what would you market these at? I don't know. You would know.
I mean, I have the IMG male probably around $800 to $1,000. I have the female sharp albino probably around like $350, $400 retail. So I'd say the pair is probably worth about $1,400. I'd say. I
Cool.
could be wrong. I like to say my boas are a higher price sometimes, but say around 1,400 retail.
Let's start it at $100.
All right,
$100, and I'm gonna put 200 down right now. Let's go.
let's go.
Start the fucking clock, Krista.
It started.
200. I got two. You know what's crazy? Again, I sold him the snakes that I got from you, and he produced them. And I'll take this back. Are you kidding me? I will gladly buy some of these back. Let's go. 250. Hayden, I got 300. Hayden, 300. Again, pair of boas produced by the homie Shane. IMG, Het Sharp, Pos Het Anery, and a Sharp Pos Het Anery. 325. I'm going to go 350. Adam, you're going to have to come heavier than that, my guy. 350.
1 minute,
1 minute.
roughly. Yeah.
Don't let me win, guys. Come on. You don't want MJ to win. 360. All right, there you go, Adam. Respect. I respect the 360. I respect the 360. That's legit. What do we got, Krista? How many seconds?
50.
50 seconds. Who will top
45.
the 360?
Good steal.
38 seconds.
38 seconds. 80 people in the building. Let's get the likes up. All right. Yeah, donate. At least hit the like button. Holy
30
shit.
seconds.
30 seconds. 360 so far. It's going to take them.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Score.
Done.
All right. That's a win right there.
Thank you.
Is there?
I think Hayden came in at 375. I see. Whoa! Right before I hit down or done.
That's true.
You see it?
375. Dude, what a sneaky fuck. Hayden comes through and takes it. Wow. Epic, Hayden. I like that. I like how that guy moves. All right. The finale. This is it. Not to make this about me, but holy shit. I am now putting up one of my productions. All right. Red neonates, people. I definitely want to show the parents because, you know, listen, even though it's a red neonate, this thing definitely has some historical fucking parents that I feel like need some recognition. The mom and dad on this pairing is no joke. Well, let me show you the dad first and foremost, because the sire of this clutch passed away. He literally passed away probably not even a month after he got the job done with the female. Pretty sad story, but that was the sire. Look at this thing. That's the sire of this clutch. You won't ever see a Biak that black out there. I'm telling you right now, just doesn't happen. They're dark, don't get me wrong, but that's definitely the blackest Biak I've ever not only had in my collection, but I've ever seen out there, period. All right, so there's the dad. Let me show you the mom. Mom's a high yellow Biak. So, again, fucking banging ass pairing right here, guys. Banging ass pairing. So I would put this red neonate at 2K for sure, 100%. Because this one that I'm actually showing you guys would be one I'm considering holding back, but I'm gonna let it go. So let's start the bid at 250, and I will literally bid on this thing if I have to. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I really will. All right, Krista, I need some energy from you on this one, Krista. All right, let's go. All right,
2 minutes.
Say that again.
What'd you say?
I want some bid. I want you to put some energy into this one. God damn it.
Yes.
Dave, I want you to bid too, Dave. God damn it. Let's go. You need to get into the Chondro game right now. Okay?
That's me. Oh, damn.
Just bid once and then never bid. That's it. Okay. All right. Oh my God. They already started at 500. All right. Here we go. Start the clock, Krista.
I started it. We're at 140.
No. Okay. 600. 650.
I'm in at
Come on,
30.
Joel, I want this guy to win. Joel right now is the leader. He's the first one to put 650. Damn, here goes Scott. I would not be upset if Scott won. I would not be upset if Scott won. Scott is a G. 750. Professor Pythons, Jamie, 750. Respect.
A minute 10.
There is a 50% chance of this being a red dominant too, meaning if you put this to any yellow neonate, you're only going to get reds, folks. 800, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Yes. I want a trapper to take this home. I want a trapper to take this home. Let's go. How many seconds?
50.
50 seconds. 810. Come on, Mike. Mike, I'll kick you $50, bro. Just put that 850. Woo, let's go. How many seconds?
38.
38 seconds. 820, Big Scott. Big Scott.
Yes, 30
Let's
seconds.
go. Let's go. Oh, 850, Big Mike. I'll send you that PayPal, buddy. I got you. Let's go. 850. Okay, I would be happy if Scott or Big Mike take it. I'd be happy if Mike or Big Mike or Scott take it. How many seconds?
13.
13.
10. 9.
Biggest item of the night.
6.
860, Daniel DeLuca. Oh my God. 880. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Did he get it in? Oh, wait, no, wait. Hold on. I don't know if he got it in on time. I
Don't
don't
need an overtime on this one.
I hit done.
Put 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Put 30 seconds on the board right now. 30 seconds on the board.
Wait.
30 seconds on the board right now.
30 seconds.
30 seconds on the board. Overtime. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Come on, let's get to 1,000.
950, Big Mike. Big Mike. 950. Oh my God, here we go.
Come on, 1,000.
Dude, the finish is going to be strong here.
Seconds.
Is Dan DeLuca going to come out of nowhere? Oh my God, I'm nervous. Here we go. 4. 960. 960. Yeah. Winner. It's it. It's over. That's it. You got to get it up.
Okay.
Mike, good effort. Mike, I'm going to hook you up, Mike. Don't worry. I got you, bro. You're going to get a trap production. Dan DeLuca, the fucking winner. That's epic.
That's awesome.
That was cool, dude. All right, listen, guys, do me a favor, please. Anybody who won these auction items, you simply just need to go to Vin Russo's PayPal, pay him, send a screenshot to either myself or whoever, and we will get you the items. Thank you so much. That was fucking cool. That was great. That was great. That was awesome, man. All right, why don't we do this? Krista, do you know how much we have total in super chats? I like this kind of, let's get this out there and see what we made for Vin.
Super chats was 559.86, and then we had somebody DM me and did another 500
Wow.
to PayPal. So right now with that, we're at 1,059.86. And then I can add up. You want me to add up the ones?
Yeah, let's add up the items. Yeah, that way we can. And I mean, dude, cool, Dave. This turned out good, man. That was
good.
How much did the yellow designer go to?
I think that was 600. 600.
600. Okay.
Another 100 from Joel. So you could add that to the super chat. Thank you, Joel. What a guy, dude. Hey, by the way, the return of Joel Woolsey, Joel Woolsey, Monday, new brain on the block, the recap episode. Looking forward to having Joel back. Miss you, buddy. But yeah. Okay. What do we got?
Total amount $4,694.86.
Respect, guys. Respect.
Good job, guys.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. So that's everything with super chats and the auction winnings, correct?
Yep, that's everything. Yeah, the private donation, the super chats, that super chat, and then the
what was that amount? 4,000 what?
4,694.
4,694. All right, sweet.
86
Krista, thank you so much for coming by. You're awesome. You're like literally the clutch. Like you fucking always there for me. You're always there for Dave because we all know Dave doesn't end his own podcast. So I just want you guys to know, okay? This young lady is the reason why Dave's able to end every single podcast, okay? Just for the record. All right. So Krista, where can people follow you? Drop all your plugs and What
Sure.
happens on Sundays? Go ahead.
Yep, Nerify Exotics. I'm mostly on Instagram. Yep, do the Girls Who Love Reptiles podcast Sunday nights, rocking and rolling on that. And yeah, just moved, getting settled in and excited for some clutches I got be hatching and getting into chondros. I will be getting some, chondros.
You sure will be. Guys, Sunday night, please check her out, all right? She does not miss, and she does a great job. Have a good night, Krista. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace. Well, Dave, we did it.
Oh, that feels good, honestly. I'm always a little scared about these kinds of things. You know, I really appreciate everybody wanting to come out and help. And like I said, this isn't gonna be the last thing we do for Vin. You know, on my show in 2 weeks, I'll plan something else. And yeah, no, honestly, appreciate everybody who made time for this. Yeah. Appreciate you, MJ, man. You do good. I'm over here quietly at a picture in front of my face all the time. It's like I wasn't even here. It was beautiful.
I don't mean to be so overpowering, but it's just my personality. What do you want me to do?
I'm submissive. You're Dom. I understand what's going on right now. We talked about this.
You're an amazing individual, Dave. I know here's the thing about you, Dave, no matter what's happening in your own personal life, like you still put other people in front of you. And I've seen it firsthand. I've seen you like you don't have much time for much, but if something is needed, you're there for all your friends. You're there for the hobby, and to call you a good close friend is like it's an honor, bro. Like I really, really respect the shit out of you, buddy.
So I appreciate you, man. Like I said, I appreciate you giving me a platform to work on. Yeah, you're keeping me talking. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. So why don't you close it off? Say goodbye to people and do your thing, buddy.
No, guys. Again, you know, like and subscribe. And you know, the only thing we didn't put in this was the Vin book. I'm gonna take that donation. I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna circulate it through the BOA community, get everybody to write a little something in there. And on one of my future episodes, we're gonna auction that one off together. But again, thank you for coming out for Vin this week. See you in a couple.